What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing a deck that's fallen off a bit, or at least seems to, and that's Delirium. Now, everything I find online says this deck still hits close to 60% win percentage, so today we're going to find out if that's true. We're going to start with 4 Burst Lightning, so we have some damage that we can send up top. We have 1 Rust Harvester. It is a robot, so it's an artifact and a creature, which helps, but can be some extra damage. Violent Urge, which can be a finisher, giving stuff first strike, but also double strike. Couple of Bushwhacks for some extra removal, though we are a little land light, so sometimes this can help with that as well. We have some Patchwork Beastie, typical staple for this deck. Same with Fencing Out, while filling our graveyard also can get us some extra attacks. Couple copies of Summon Brunhilde, which I think could be probably swapped for other things, but we're going to try it out in this list. Keen-Eyed Curator, which can function as both offense and defense if you need to battle against graveyard decks. Couple of copies of Overprotect just to give something trample once we're trying to force through some damage, especially on something that gets to attack a second time. Breakout, which can get us some instant speed creatures. Well, not instant speed. Sorcery speed haste creatures, more accurately. And we have Wildfire Wickerfolk. Often we'll be able to give this trample, so you'll be hitting for 4. And of course, Tersa, Light Shatter, a full set of these, just helping us push through the deck with another haste creature. So yeah, only a couple of small changes here. If you've seen the deck before, it should look very similar. So if you already own this, should be an easy upgrade. But if you'd like to own other Magic cards or get ready for some Avatar, check out Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, that's DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on whatever you decide to buy over on their website. So save some money, support the channel. For now though, let's go put this Delirium deck to the test and see if it's as good as everybody says it is. Well, we'll keep this. I mean, we can kind of go patchwork. I don't know if that's good enough here, but we'll find out. Rust Harbor only removes from our graveyard, unfortunately. And when you see Molt Tender, you kind of know what you're up against already. Well, good news is they lost an Insidious Roots already. So that makes life at least a little bit easier. But they do have a lot of mana going into next turn. Alright, I guess we just go with 2 creatures here. And then hopefully they should be able to attack next turn alongside Breakout, even if we don't find a 3rd land for Tersa. Though I will admit, it was tempting to just play this Ridgeline tapped and play a Patchwork Beastie, because that increases the odds that we could just cast Tersa and do what we want to do. So, might have been a bad play being slightly over-aggressive there, but we'll see how it ends up. Ah, blue mana. That's not something you see on those lists very often. Very cool. Yeah, that we expected to see. I was going to say, would you mind flipping another Insidious Roots? That would be helpful. Problem is now, though, their Scavenging Ooze is going to make it... Oh, they didn't even play the Scavenging Ooze. I would have played that instantly. It would have made it to where we can't attack with these Patchwork Beasties very easily. I mean, that being said, they could just as well do it next turn. And have a lot of mana to clear our graveyard. So we kind of need an untapped land now. I won't say to ensure we have a creature. Oh, whoa, what do they have? White mana in there? Okay, they've been in the lab hard. They're doing some things over there. That's cool. Alright. Good, bad, ugly. We did not get what we wanted out of that. We could... I guess I could have played a land and just played this as a sorcery. Would have got us where we wanted to go, but oh well. Here we are. Let's go 2 cards away. Also a little bit necessary to fill the graveyard knowing that there's a Scavenging Ooze around the corner to make life very tough on us. Like, to the point, it's almost worth it to just play a second Tersa. Knowing how bad this could be for us if we don't get to attack. Honestly, we'd like to find a Violent Urge or something, so whenever they block, we could just kill the Scavenging Ooze. That would be our best play. But the opponent looks like they're thinking about doing other things here, and I'm not sure why. Okay, they can still remove 2 things if they want. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I would have just been all in on the Scavenging Ooze and wouldn't have cared about anything else. So I'm definitely going to keep filling the graveyard. Even though I want different cards, we just got to have... Okay, okay. I see you, deck, trying to do some things. Oh, actually... We could just kill a Scavenging Ooze now. Because we could attempt to shoot it, and then we could shoot it with Rust Harvester. Is that what we want to do? How many cards do we have in the graveyard? So they could remove... We could shoot the thing. They could... Activate. Well, they only need to activate once if we do that. Dang it. I gotta find a way to trick the opponent into letting us kill the Scavenging Ooze. I think... Oh, do I need all the mana? No, I don't. Yeah, let's just go attacking. Let's attack with these. And let's see what they decide to do. Oh. Okay. Well, I was setting up to try to show y'all a cool thing. Rust Harvester would exile cards from the graveyard. Or actually, exactly an artifact. So I'd have to get rid of this or this. And then I could shoot Scavenging Ooze for 2. In response to them trying to exile the first thing, then we can go ahead, let it do its thing, shoot it again, and then kill it and not lose a creature, even if they would have blocked. And it's a whole thing. But I guess they felt they were too far behind. I don't know. Either way, we'll take it. It's just a weird finish. Ugh. All right, we'll keep it. Well, it's mono red. I guess we don't get to play our... Okay, well, this is what we're going to have to do here. I wanted to play this tapped on 1, but obviously we need to kill some things with the Burst Lightning here. I mean, it's the best we can do. Okay, well, seeing as how they didn't have anything for us, I'm going to assume, rightfully or wrongfully... Actually, yeah, I guess we just do this. If it gets Lightning Strike, it gets Lightning Strike. I almost just played Restless Ridgeline to give us access to Bushwhack, but it's whatever. I think I'm going to do this. Though, I think we're just going to get hit with the Screaming Nemesis here, probably. Because I can't imagine you kept a hand that was just Bush Burnout and... Okay, well that makes sense too. I was going to say just Burnout and Burn spells, but... They definitely did not. There was a Hellkites. Alright, guess I'm taking some damage. Like, why not? And I'm going to discard 2 lands. I don't think these are where we want to be here right now. Well... Drew another one anyway. Alright. Having double Burst Lightning is at least useful in this fight. So I can't be too upset about that. Put a stop during our upkeep so we can target a Needlehead. Because I'd rather not take damage. And we will draw. Overprotect is nice. We could... I could just search with Bushwhack to get an option to play a free card. But I don't think that's what we want to do here. I think we want to be able to protect the Tursa and or shoot down something. Oh, I didn't even play a land that turn. Oh, I forgot to play my starting town. Sure. Let the first one go if it doesn't kill your creature. Because here they might try to shoot Tursa again, and then we just protect Tursa. Yep. Awesome. And they didn't even attack. Love that for us. Let's fight this guy. And what do I have in the yard deposit? I have a lot of options of things we could maybe play. So, yeah, let's just attack. See what we get first. Okay, yeah, we'd much rather play that. Alright, we're not in bad shape here. Again, if I had played the land last turn, options are a little bit different, but we'll see what happens. Can we just get one of our double strike spells? And we can just end the game here. That'd be fantastic. That is not one of them, but we can go looking for one. That is also not one of them. Alright, well. Sure, I guess we'll spin this. I guess had I thought about it, I should have waited to play the Patchwork Beastie, because I could have just killed them there. So that's a little bit of sloppy play on my part. Good thing is we have blockers for all the ground stuff. The flyers aren't going to kill us. They're just dead anyway. They didn't really have any outs there anyway, so we were fine. Best thing they could have probably drawn was that or their own Burst Lightning, so we were good to go either way. Alright, good stuff. I'm going to keep it. Don't love it, but I'm going to keep it. No turn 1 Duders. But maybe we can get where we want to go. I think we just fear missing out here and discard one of the Brynhilders. I mean, I'm not really sure we do anything else here. I don't think we're, like, yeah, this is a bad start. Because this is a deck that plays all the enchantments and stuff. We're not going to beat that from this position. I don't think. I mean, there's probably a world where it can happen, but I'd be real surprised to see what that world looks like. Oh my gosh, we're just drawing so many land. Like, it's rough. Actually, we've only drawn land since we started, huh? That's not cool. This doesn't give anything reach. It just gives trample and hexproof and indestructible. Alright, Patchwork Beastie, I see you. Let's try to do some things here. I mean, yeah, you have haste, but whatever. Alright. It's not a lot. But we are probably in trouble here, I'd imagine. Well, another 2/2 is not the worst thing. But the problem is we're just going to be running out of time. That's going to be our biggest issue here. Okay, that goes to the yard. We go attacking. I mean, can we get there with double Curator, maybe? Okay, hold on. If I go to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that just puts us dead the following turn. I could play one Curator, remove this, but then we... this is not good. Yeah, I don't think we can get there necessarily. Plus, Authority of the Consoles actually sucked for us this game. Yeah, I can't take the damage here. Can't afford to. I mean, I may have to take at least one to protect something. Okay, yeah, we're not winning here. Even if we get the double strike, that's not going to do it. Because we could do 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. We just had a bad start to this one. All right, let's keep it. So many people still trying to rock the red decks at Mythic. I don't even understand. Like, I mean, don't be wrong. It's a fine deck. It's quality. But, like, I would think after you took the time to get here, you'd probably want to play something more fun. But, you know, to each their own. People find fun different ways. Pass a turn. Screaming Nemesis? No, a Hellkite. Alright. Sure. Take my 4-ball. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you didn't hit a land. That would have been the saddest part. Let's go ahead and do this. See if maybe we can find... Yes, this is what I was looking for. So I can get rid of some things. So we have instants and sorceries. I can put creature and artifact. I can put enchantment artifact. Draw a card. Let's go... enchantment artifact. Ugh. Didn't get there. Damn. Ah, that hurt a lot. Yep. I might just need to draw the card here. Okay, it was a land, but we have to take damage for that if we do it. Oh, what does this look like then? Go to 12. Leave up either the... I mean, I could just fight this. And then just get some attacks in, I guess. Alright, maybe that's the move. Don't love it, but... here we are. I mean, I guess you can kill my fear of missing out. Alright, opponent didn't get greedy. I was kind of hoping they would. But they did not. Yep, here comes a big dragon. Oh no, it's a second dragon. Well, why not? Then shoot my curator? Nope. That's fair. That's fair. Yep, we'll block. So the only way we get out of this now is we have to find a double striker, right? We get to attack for 4 here. I think the plan is do this. Set this up. We have at least a blocker. Get in for 4. They go to 8. Alright. I mean, we play land light, so you know sometimes you're just going to get stuck. That's just how it goes. You can't be upset about it. Decline. Okay, we found a land. What can we do with that? This and this attacking is only 7 if we don't attack here. So the plan... okay, I think we just shoot the opponent and get a free card here. Ah, dang it. Not what we were looking for. Okay. Alright, so at least a dragon's coming down. And then whether they attack or not, we'll see. Sure. Alright, go to 4. So I think we're good here then, right? Decline. We'll just draw whatever it is. Okay. So we attack. We untap this. Yeah, that's it. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. They had to not attack with the dragon there, right? Because even if they block Wickerfolk, they take 1 trample. How did we end up winning this game? We were stuck on land and our hand looked like trash. All right, cool, I guess. Let's keep this and see what happens. Because I truly do not know. But picking up Breakout feels kind of nice here. It at least gives us options. So let's put this on... man, looking at her hand, I want to say red. Though there's a lot of green stuff in here. But yeah, let's just go red. And I'm going to play this Breakout. Not what I was hoping to find. But we did get a lot of lands and stuff out of the way, so that's good. I was genuinely hoping to hit maybe Brynhilder or Fear of Missing Out so we could discard something and try to find lands, but none of that materialized, which is sad. Wow, opponent, really? You didn't have anything there? Dang, well, I just missed out on damage. Didn't even have a counter? Oh my gosh. I was thinking I was going to have to use Overprotect to save something. How did they have nothing there? That seems bananas to just not have anything. What, do we just win now? 3? Yeah, because we just give something... Oh, we won't have double strike, though. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I can go 3, 6, 9, 10? Nope, we still have to leave up Overprotect. That's sad. Alright, well... Either way, we're okay here. They sweep the board, we overprotect, save one thing, and that's enough. Yeah, without land or without anything, sometimes this deck just gets there. I don't know. Random. -3. I will save... I guess just Curator is fine. It's all the same. We just have to save one creature. And then we just play this and win. Sometimes it's easy, even against the control decks. Alright, good deal. Let's mulligan. We can't do much with that hand. This is much better. I'm going to get rid of one Patchwork Beastie, I think. It's going to be my game plan here. Oh, wait. Okay, that significantly changed things. I couldn't even cast the Patchwork Beastie turn 1. That was almost bad. Would you like to bounce my Beastie? They would, they said. Oh, I haven't seen one of these decks in a minute. That's cool. Somebody's even doing that. Alright, Beastie we go. It's basically just a tempo deck, trying to draw extra cards, play a bunch of 1/1s. Obviously, you know, this pumping up stuff when you're already drawing a bunch, but kind of an interesting deck, though. I mean, they can probably outrace us. I think this is one, if we're going to lose, would not be surprised here. We are taking also some incidental damage along the way. I'm going to discard this and this, because I don't think that's what we're trying to do right now. Oh, I should have discarded the artifact. I didn't realize it was going to be short there. Oh, this is going to hurt. They got a lot of damage incoming. Yeah, outside of us finding a quality fight spell, we might be wrecked. Alright. Let's see what we got. That ain't it. That was not what we were hoping to hit. Ah, boy. Yep, that's not going to do it. Alright, let's keep it. Much better when we have a turn 1 thing, but, you know. Beggars can't be choosers and all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just play this, and then if they have to waste a removal to get through for some damage, I think we're okay with that. Like, totally willing to accept that. And then here, oh, well, I was going to say I was about to break out and then maybe bushwhack something, but now we don't have to do that. So let's do this. I'm going to discard probably this. Oh, another fear. That's neat. And then let's just fight. All right. Sure, why would we see anything else? Oh, opponent opted not to attack there. That's interesting. What do we do with that information? Sorcery creature. So adding an artifact alone doesn't do enough. We attack, overprotect. They shoot us for 3. It's not that exciting, really. I think we just do this. Discard a fear, maybe? Yeah, Patchwork BC, not what we were looking for. Alright, Needlehead. And another Needlehead, sure. Draw. Okay, Violent Urge is kind of intriguing. So now, how do we get past this? We play this. It could attack with Haste. It doesn't have Trample yet. But if we play Violent Urge... No, but we wouldn't have Delirium when we cast it. Huh. I think we just do this. And then just set up a big turn next turn. This is a do what you're going to do kind of scenario. Sure, you got it. Yeah, well. Okay, good. We didn't particularly want to land there. But we are at Delirium. So I say we attack, untapping this, and see how the opponent decides to block. Let's give this first strike, which would be double strike. And I should use this to punch through, but I don't want to. I want them to dedicate to try to kill something here, which would probably be Tursa, because getting another attack step, and then we'll just protect Tursa. All right. Cool. So by doing this, the opponent ends up... I guess we would have killed him either way there, so it doesn't matter. I'm just realizing if we'd have made Tursa 10 there, the trample from the first hit would have still finished them on the second with this extra damage. So I guess it's all the same. But yeah, interesting situation there to have to be that patient against mono red. I mean, I'll keep it. We can play stuff. It's not the most exciting stuff, but stuff nonetheless. Oh boy, we're playing against a graveyard pile. Alright, Keen-Eyed Curator, we're going to need to find mana for you pretty quickly. Yep. We already know what's going on here. Cavro's in the yard with nothing else relevant at the moment. Boy. Sadly, we kind of have to do this. So that we can play Curator and be able to remove stuff when it's necessary. Kind of the downside of these situations. You just get caught in spots where you sometimes have to make plays, whether you like them or not. Sure. Curator, hope they don't have the removal in the turn. Oh, I should have attacked there. I had Menace. I forgot. I usually think about the +2 or the +1/+1 counterpart, but I did miss a point. So if the opponent survives at 1 life, we know where it came from. All right, Curator. Let's get rid of Cavro. Didn't even have the courtesy. Oh no, we do add a creature to our graveyard. So we need 1 more card type. Didn't get there. Have an overprotect. Okay. We're just going to do the thing here. Discarding 1 for sure. What am I missing? Artifacts or enchantments. Alright. I guess we're going to do it. I'm going to hold this because this might be finishing damage. We're just going to go 1 card. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, currently there's nothing super scary in the graveyard. I mean, they get to mill stuff here. So, you know, famous last words. Oh, there is a Terror of the Peaks. We are so close to getting there with this hand right now. We need another land. Gavro copies Terror, I'm assuming. I mean, that's the best thing, unless you want to just do a Steam Core Scholar. Which they might. I was going to say, that's not trash. Oh, they found a demon. Dang it. Now we just have to hope they don't have another Cavero in hand. Let's decline and just draw. Not the card we were looking for. Oh, boy. I was hoping we'd get a land off of that. Alright, I guess we're going attacking. There's not a whole lot we can do. Only good news is we do have a couple of things in our graveyard, but we'd lose them just everything coming in from the Terror. Man, if I'd have had a Violent Urge, oh, we'd have been in such good shape. Alright. Cavero comes back. They're at 10. I don't think we could kill them from here. I needed to have a Curator, honestly. Opponent, just get Cavero. Like, what are we... Oh, they must already have a plan. They must have one in hand already. Because otherwise, like, what are we doing? Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, I think we keep this. I think this is one of those things, too, where the sequencing is really interesting because it's like, do you just set up a fear of missing out so you can start getting extra attacks? And like, what do you think you're playing against? Like, I'm probably going to do it here. What do we have? Just an instant in the yard. So I could put... Put this on green. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'm going to go for it, though. Because this also counts as a sorcery next turn, so we'll be able to get there no matter what. Actually, if I'm going to do that, let's get rid of this. Alright. So no matter what, we'll be able to attack with at least 2 things. Hopefully we top deck a land somewhere along the way. Because that gives us the option to still play Violent Urge if we need it. But looks like Sheltered by Ghost could be coming here. Yep. As expected. Interesting they put it on... Oh, they didn't have a choice. That's the only one they could do. Oh no, that could have been really good here. Gosh, dang it. That could have been awesome. Alright, let's go here. Let's get Brynhilder. Maybe we find a land. We do not, but that's not bad for next time. Let's go and attack. Alright. So we know we have a Burst Lightning coming. Unless they get rid of Brynhilder here. Alright, another elf. Another shelter? Because if so, you could just double stack one of your elves. No, they're leaving everybody back to block. Oh, boy. Guess I'm going to decline. God, I was kind of hoping we'd just draw a card there. Or draw a land. That's tough. Yeah, I guess we're just attacking. Probably just going to play Fear of Missing Out after the fact. Dimmy, sure. The thing is, they know we have the Burst Lightning, so it's kind of like, what do you want to do here, you know? And they're going to block and block. How do we feel about that? I could shoot the Llanowar Elf, which would then force them to do something about Brynhildr, maybe. Alright. Man, I wish this would have been set on red, actually. Because then we'd be able to first strike and not really lose anything during this combat. Would be funny. I guess we just shoot, you Dimmy. That's unfortunate, but probably the correct thing to do. Alright. Sure. It's about what we expected there. Man, just being stuck on land here is really hindering us from doing things we want to do. Oh. Well, we're probably set up... Oh, there's a Sarah Farron. That's not what I expected to see. I was thinking it was going to be maybe setting up a Ouroboros or something. Jeez, where are the lands at? Come on, man. Help us out, deck. Seriously. Jeez, really? Oh, this is getting depressing. I'm assuming something big. If you're playing Sarah Farron, you're trying to play some type of legend, so let's see it. I mean, it's just weird if you're not. I don't know what it would be otherwise. Okay. Hey, we finally found a land. Look at that. Though now we probably save for overprotect, so let's just attack. Let's see what they decide to do. Sarah Farron goes to block. That goes to block. I'm wondering if the pause is just because they can activate Twitching Doll, or if they actually want to do something particular here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this, because this still keeps the fear of missing out alive. Then if they have a fun trick here, then we go ahead and overprotect. Instead of leading with the overprotect, which may not have as much value. Alright. So you're tapping for the mana. I think we just get rid of Twitching Doll here. I'm so confused, because if we do this, that ends up being... Let's see, that'd be 6. So you take 3. 6 minus 4 is 2, so you take 5 plus the other 6. So that's 11. If I put it here, it's 6. And I guess we just do this. I mean, if you have something, you have something, I guess. I don't know why you got red mana. Alright, I guess they don't have anything. Weird. I mean, they can block here, obviously. We do have trample. Alright. I mean, they can still have Ouroboros or all kinds of stuff here. Okay, didn't matter, I guess. Yeah, I was trying to think back. If we'd have done 6 minus 4 is 2, plus another 6 is 8. Yeah, I should have played it on the fear of missing out. I think that was right. Either way, it didn't really matter. That's just I don't know what was happening there. Like, Sarah Farron was there with, this is the only legend that we saw. They had a bunch of mana. Maybe it was like a spiders-based deck or something? I don't really know. Alright, let's go for it. I mean, can't see a reason to throw this one back. Okay. Yeah, this deck, man, there's a lot to break down at the end of this video. This deck has a lot of things about it that I think players need to know if you're going to try to play this. All right, well, playing against graveyardy things. That's our first indicator. Let's just put this on green. Because usually they're only playing this if... not only, but most of the time you see this. It's just the Sultai graveyard thing with Cavaro and whatnot. Okay, that's not bad. We can put an instant in the yard and then attack. I don't hate that. However, just doing this is probably also as good. I mean, kill the Curator, fine. Yep, you got it. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to race against time. I want to hold the Overprotect, because that could be one of the chances of how we're going to get there. Alright. I mean, most of the time, your choice against this deck is literally just race them, but they already have a bringer, so if they have Cavaro, only way we can get there now is getting our double strike, whatever thing. We didn't mill it, but we didn't get there either. So I think we're dead, right? We could do 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, no. Hold on. If they block, we overprotect. That's 8. So then they, or 6. So then they take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's still 11. Dang it. But, what do we have in the graveyard? Nah, just another burst lightning we could hit. I was thinking we could just shoot them. That puts us to 7 cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I don't think it's going to change anything. But you never know. Wicker folk, yeah. 6. I mean, I guess we just put them to 1. Alright. I mean, in case they have a damage land or something, they won't be able to use it. Okay, well, that worked out. That's definitely not the way you're expecting to win that. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot to talk about here, so let's go hop to that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is while this deck does look easy, if you're a newer player, this deck is going to be tough because mulligans matter. I played a lot of games with this just to test different hands and whatever. And the truth is, while the results online say it's close to 60%, even with all those other test hands and whatever, we were at like 53 to 54%. So it kind of makes sense that that could be the case. But you have to know how to mulligan. Like, there's a lot of times where you're going to have hands that, you know, have a breakout, a Tersa, maybe a removal spell, and some lands. Like, that's not good enough to keep. Because if you brick on the breakout or something, then, like, the hand just doesn't do anything, right? Obviously, your games are going to be better when you get Violent Urge and when you get Overprotect. I don't think that's really a known thing. But one of the things that was consistent is the Authority of the Consoles is bad for this deck, obviously, because we have so many ways to have haste. So that's a concern. And then you kind of end up in some weird situations where you have to play around split up because your deck's trying to attack so much and have things sideways. So that's something to think about. Now, you could swap some number of land to play the Restless Ridgeline if you want to and just play a couple more of these. While it would be slower, we don't have a ton of turn 1 things, right? We only have 5. So maybe that's a way you could consider going. But just something to think about if you're going to play this. Take all those things into consideration. I think this is fine. It's a playable deck. If you already have the parts from previous season, I say go for it. You'll still be able to rank up with it. But understand that, you know, is it the best thing to be doing with red and green cards or the most consistent? Like, arguable. Again, some of mine with some bad luck and some deck testing. So who knows? Maybe your results are a little bit better. But it doesn't use a ton of new cards. So for a lot of people, this won't be that hard to build. So just something to think about. It's a solid deck, though, and I don't know why people aren't playing Delirium still, because it can still win. But remember to do all the things that make the dings, help the channel out. Really love y'all. Don't forget to check out all of the previews we've been putting up as well. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.